Understanding the atomic giant. What are nuclear weapons? Nuclear weapons are unlike any other weapon humanity has ever created. They get their power from the very core of atoms, splitting them apart in a process called fission. This splitting unleashes a tremendous amount of energy, creating an explosion of unimaginable force. Unlike conventional explosives, which rely on chemical reactions, nuclear weapons tap into the fundamental building blocks of matter itself. This means their destructive potential is on a completely different scale, dwarfing even the largest non-nuclear explosions. To truly grasp the terrifying scale of these weapons, we need to delve into the history of their use and understand the profound impact they had on the world stage. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, a stark reminder of untold destruction. In August 1945, the world witnessed the devastating power of nuclear weapons firsthand. The United States, in the final days of World War II, dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The bombs, nicknamed Little Boy and Fat Man, instantly obliterated both cities. The heat from the explosions vaporized buildings and people alike, leaving behind a haunting silence. Thousands perished in the initial blasts, while countless others succumbed to radiation sickness in the days, weeks, and years that followed. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki marked a turning point in human history. They unveiled a new era, one where the total annihilation of entire cities was no longer a horrific fantasy, but a grim reality. The modern arsenal, a terrifying leap in destructive power. The nuclear weapons used in World War II were mere firecrackers compared to the thermonuclear devices in today's arsenals. Modern nuclear warheads possess thousands of times the explosive yield of Little Boy and Fat Man. These weapons of unimaginable destruction are not confined to a handful of nations anymore. Since 1945, the nuclear club has expanded, raising concerns about the potential for accidental or intentional use of these devastating weapons. The sheer number of nuclear weapons in existence today is a sobering testament to our capacity for self-destruction. Section 4. Global Apocalypse: The Unthinkable Consequences of Nuclear War. A full-scale nuclear war would have catastrophic consequences that extend far beyond the initial blasts and immediate casualties. The detonation of multiple nuclear weapons would release massive amounts of soot and debris into the atmosphere. This debris would block out the sun, plunging the planet into a state of nuclear winter. Global temperatures would plummet, agriculture would collapse, and ecosystems would be thrown into chaos. The resulting famine and environmental devastation would have a devastating impact on all life on Earth. The use of nuclear weapons, even on a limited scale, represents an existential threat to humanity. The potential for escalation and unintended consequences makes any use of these weapons a gamble with the fate of our species. Section 5. A call for sanity, our shared responsibility to prevent catastrophe. We stand at a crossroads in human history. The knowledge and power we possess have the potential to either propel us towards a brighter future or lead to our ultimate demise. The choice is ours to make. Nuclear disarmament is not a utopian dream, but a necessity for our continued survival. We must work together to reduce the number of nuclear weapons, prevent their proliferation, and ultimately eliminate these weapons from our arsenals. The future of our planet depends on our ability to recognize the folly of nuclear weapons and embrace a path of peace, diplomacy, and global cooperation. The time for action is now, before it's too late.